Well, hello and welcome to you all on this opening day. Two teams, each seeking the perfect pick-me-up start at the expense of each other. What a scene this is. The locals proudly refer to this venue as the Colossus of St. Ursula. And boy, everything about this place is absolutely colossal. There's the whistle. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Neymar, surely. He has an array of skills that can elevate the quality of a match or change its course with a flash of brilliance. His talent can... Rabiot!
And that is wildly off target.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Great vision. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he's intervened well there. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Anthony. Joelinton. Rafinha. Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Taken back almost at once. Zaire Emery. So Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Now it's Anthony. Now João Pedro. João Pedro showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, he's having a go! And the keeper could only will that wide of the post.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Upamecano gathers from the goal kick. Cherky tries one from range. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Brazil so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Hernandez. And it's Zaire Emery. Pass somewhat off target. And this is Neymar. Couto to Anthony. Now this could be a chance. And that was asking for too much. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Hernandez. He's shifting through the gears here. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
He's found a way past. Takes a shot! Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Chance for a shot! France with the corner, they're first. They've played it short. Nice control. Hernandez. He'll try from this. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle, and a real chance to break the deadlock. And this is Rabiot, and the shot! No, not quite. And here's Mbappe, Cherki, Couto.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Played out towards the right wing. That has not gone well. Hernandez. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Chouameni, Cherki, and it's Zaire Emery. Played out to the left flank. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Zaire Emery. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Has a look and plays it forward. Cherki gets on his bike and on the move. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here. Dembele! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Has another go! And here's Rabiot. And he has been fouled there. It's a quick one.
Se agrega 1 minuto al tiempo reglamentario.
João Pedro. He's got away. It's run loose here. Pinches it off him. And for the first half, that is that. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So
it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. Down to business again.
Brazil really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
Nicely weighted ball. Oh, delightful ball. And that is expertly dealt with. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Chance! Goal!
Well, Peter, talk about how to make a difference. He made the best of this period when quite a few players had barely settled back into the game. Some brilliant work from the skipper here.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
France have broken through. It's 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Oh, it's Dembele. That's an excellent interception.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Threads one. It goes for a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected though.
Held by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. João Pedro did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Saliba. He won't be happy with that one. Can he get on the end of this? João Pedro has the space to scheme. They're back in possession and ready to go again.
La cantidad de espectadores de este
And the
partido
counter is
fue de
on.
80.314.
60 minutes played. And the pass is intercepted.
Cambio en Brasil. Número 15. Lo reemplazará. Número 26.
Santos. No, it's come to nothing.
Brazil really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. João Pedro gets into a good position. Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. This then to draw level. It's hit the crossbar. A formality. We're level. Not much more than a formality.
Well, look at the keeper's reaction, Peter. He felt he could have kept it out. That was so tight.
Convertido en el minuto 67. Número 20.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Who saw this coming? What an enthralling contest. What a wonderful contest. It's a pretty loose pass. Now he's off and running. Hernandez. Brazil perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Shot, surely!
Cambio en Brasil. Número 8.
It's their second corner of the
Entrará al
game.
campo, número 13.
He's being urged to shoot. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Brazil have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. And they've got rid. This is a promising build-up. Shifted it to the flank.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Now it's João Pedro. Kunde promptly onto that, and that is that. Spread it left. And it's Neymar. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Cherki, a game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Danilo. Marquinhos kept his eye on it, and he's there. That's a good foray he's making. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Rabiot. Can he get it through? Upamecano. Hernandez. Passing is crisp and sharp. Hernandez providing an outlet on takes a shot!
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see the...
Can he finish?
Gol de Francia, convertido en el minuto 89. Número 9.
Time for a change in personnel. Eva Nielsen coming on here as broadly expected.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
France look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserve this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back?
Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Hernandez picks it up out wide. He's found the way through. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And here's Mbappe. Santos. That's the end. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven. And whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, the game plan for me just looked a little...
Heady ambitions here, ahead of a game of massive consequence. The objectives are clear. To miss out on them would be unthinkable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's down to business here. It is that familiar feeling again, old foes, fresh hostilities. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, you can never emphasise enough just how important it is to have a dependable goalkeeper, and this...
Well, Pedro! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to save him up here, I know. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. It's come to nothing. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
He slings it in. Well read. Big chance! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Neymar certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
He won't be happy with that one. He's got away. Stood up well to him there. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
Where it came. And a shot! Nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Andre Santos picks it up from the goal kick. Anthony, and he's managed to get free. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Fernandes did well to stay calm there. Fernandes did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's picked it up out wide. Driven in. There's the header! Oh, the keeper's done very, very well to deny him. Neymar. That is a brilliant interception. Romero did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Can he latch on to this? That's a dangerous ball. That's going wide left. Now it's Rafinha. He has found the way through. Now it's João Pedro. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
I gave him a decision to make, Peter. Concede the foul or expose his keeper to a one-on-one encounter.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here. And we have the first dead ball situation of the game. Promising one. Rafinha! Oh, there's a probing ball. And he's had it nicked away. The Paul gets across to intercept that. Joao Pedro concedes a free kick for that. Martinez. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
That's an imaginative pass. Great chance! He tried the chip, but it wasn't his best.
Rafinha certainly had to make his mind up quickly, and he rushed it.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. He's in plenty of space here. Brilliantly cut out. Fernandes. Alvarez. And it's Fernandes. And Simeone. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that that's clear cut. It's a free kick. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Brazil are down to 10 men. Fernandes. Can he get it? He's having a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Simeone showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Throw. Well, it's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Now it's Alvarez. Now it's Alvarez. Distributed tidily. Senesi. Fernandes. This looks promising. Look at it. And Messi! They've got to be quick to recover this. The Paul trying to keep this in. That's it, 45 minutes up. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
It's a bit disappointing the way the team couldn't make the most of what looked like a pretty high-octane start, Peter. But this break should give them enough time to rediscover their focus and intent and start the second half in a similar manner. They have to keep believing.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So off we go again.
Brazil clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it. Martinez clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Now it's Simeone. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, that's well spotted. Pass somewhat off target. Aims beyond the defence. He is through. Martinez! Oh, that was no routine save.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Argentina with the corner. They're first. and into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he was quick to react. Great vision. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Santos. Argentina appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And he's there to retrieve it. Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. Santos. That's destined for the flank. He's found the way through. Oh, super ball. Decent chance! Nicely aimed pass.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And here's Rafinha. A good take in a good area. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. And that's going to be a booking.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 15. Vai ser substituído pelo jogador camisa 26.
Done delicately. Santos. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Now it's Messi. Oh, they've broken out here, and this could be the moment. Brazil still have the cards to affect this game.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
And it's dealt with by the out-rushing keeper. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 9. Camisa 20. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 11. Camisa 10.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
There will be a throw-in. Fernandez does well to get it back. Now, can they get him away? Well, that's beautifully weighted. Real chance! And he's found the net! Finally the breakthrough!
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted. And they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Argentina have their opener. It is Alvarez! And that would have been game, set and match.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
It's their second corner of the game. He leaps for it! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
Played out to the left flank. In towards the back stick. Oh, good line! No, not the best of headers. It's a really well-measured ball. Nicely worked. Nice interception, well timed.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't.
Brazil really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Over to the right flank. Now it's Alvarez. Martinelli. He's through here. Martinelli is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Intercepts the throw. That's well read. Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. And this is Neymar. Always goal side. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. Well, some of the players here are letting their emotions get the better of them. They do have to be careful. This must not be inflamed any further.
Look, Peter, what they need now are cool heads and discipline, and instead it looks like they've got a liability in their side.
The final whistle is imminent, but I do think he'll allow time for this free kick.
The keeper is ultra busy in trying to just get everything in order.
It's a lovely neat pass. And that will be the final act. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. The end of the game. Reflections? Well, this is a critical game, a chance for the perfect statement to any potential rival that you are aiming higher at their expense. This, of course, the Saitama Stadium, looking so intimidating with the crowd close to the pitch, so much like classic European stadia. There's the whistle, and here we go. Ederson gets the nod here. Anything we should note about him, Jim?
Well, we're dealing with a real competitor here, Peter. Someone who's always going to fight to the end. He's got an eye for an interception, as well as a good pass. And most importantly, he'll just never stop running. I've got a feeling he's going to make a difference today.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. It's the bay! That was superb goalkeeping!
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Cherky. Well, that looks a decent... Can he finish? Brazil finding themselves unexpectedly behind. He's picked his way through. Well read, nice interception.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. And here's Mbappe. Shot could be on. Elise's cross. And he's there to clear it. Rafinha. Upamecano gets over and intercepts. And here's Doué. And he's got away from him. Doué! And for a moment, time stood still.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Ederson.
Brazil really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Olise, Doué, good ball. Shot, surely! Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Cherky, can he get onto this? Oh, that's delightful. He is through here. Olise! Joelinton getting this one clear.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Hernandez cuts it out. Camavinga knocks it into space, and he cuts out the supply. Koundé, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Joelinton has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Koundé. Almost half an hour in now. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, right place, right time. Porto clears without hesitation. Camavinga stood up well to him there. Now it's Anthony. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that's fabulous. Big chance! Brilliant from Sao Pedro! just 1 in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion.
The goal scored for Brazil.
Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
There you go. That's what happens when you've got top-class talent.
João Pedro. João Pedro.
Shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Saliba. And Hernandez. And it's Dembele. Cherki. Can he get on the end of this? Dembele. He's got away. Forced to go back. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. And Cherki. And it's Camavinga. Now this could be a chance. Camavinga for Olise. Tries a measured ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Tries a shot. Superb from Jackie. He's got himself an absolute peach. 2 up now, and they are cruising. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
France go up by 2 and are looking good.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Brazil with the corner, they're first.
There will be 3 minutes to the
Dembele
time.
with the clearance. And he's managed to get free. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Anthony. Ederson. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Halo sayang,
Ah,
ya,
yo,
udah siap interviewnya.
kenapa?
Kalau udah ini, ada isinya enggak ini, tinggal 1 titik, apa isi ya?
Ya udah,
Isi berapa?
terserah.
Halo,
gets us going once more.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Saliba.